So here we have the Harley-Davidson Rev'it grit pants. So they teamed up with Rev'it to do some adventure gear, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I have both the pants and the jacket, so you can zip them all together if it's really hot or really cold. Mainly the cold keeps the air out, but it also keeps your jacket from riding up. They put some interesting pockets in it. Like I don't know what this little zipper pocket will be used for at this point, but these cargo pockets are nice and big, double Velcro, and I like where they put different reflectors just randomly around the pants. I do like their closure. You kind of have to pull it tight and then it slides back in, and I like how this is adjustable right here. Sorry, let me get the camera angle. So the one thing about fit I'll say is the ratio between the hip and the waist is a little off. Typically I wear a 32 pant, and these had to be a 34-32 because the waist and hip ratio is just off enough that even in the 34 I have to loosen them all the way up, get them on, and then I can tighten them up. It's just, for whatever reason, it's just a little tight over the hips, even for me, which I'm not a beanpole, but I don't think of myself as having large hips. So other thing I really like about it is you put your boots on. They did a great job of making the opening big enough that you can get your boots on, in, zipper down, and then all four of these are Velcro, so you can tighten that as much or as little as you need to. I just think that's a cool little detail. And then they have different fabrics on here, so they're basically different density, different thickness fabrics. So like the seat is a slightly different thickness than the leg, so it's a significantly thicker, excuse me, and it's also different gray. One of the negatives is that the grit only comes in the gray. They did use black accent panels for the legs, just on the spots they thought were going to get dirtier more regularly. But overall, absolutely love them so far. I did notice that the knee protection, it rubs a little bit, so if you don't wear like any type of underpant, whether it's moisture wicking or warming, that did rub a little bit in the first ride with them. And to be fair, my first ride with them was a 5-hour ride, so it may not be a fair assessment. I didn't break them in or anything. I just went and rode. They put vents in them in both sides. I believe it's just the 2 vents. I haven't found any other ones. They snuck the jacket ones in on the back. I haven't seen any here, and I tried to go over them. But you have the zippers for connecting it to the Harley-Davidson Rev'it jacket. The grit will also zip in, which is the matching gray. And I believe they actually made it cross-compatible. So if you have the black series, I don't know the name of that one. It's the one that doesn't have the waterproof liner in it. It should zip in, and I've also been told that it'll zip into some other specialty Rev'it stuff as well. So it just depends what you have and if you want to zip it at all. I've never zipped it at this point. I don't see where I would, but it's one of those things. If it's super cold, I could see getting that zipped up, so just so you don't have wind going up through your jacket, and it also makes it to where it can't ride up and get stuck on your pants. So super stoked with the comfort. I'll figure out what's going on with the knee things, but more than likely that was just like a break-in period for either my knees or the knee pads. And like I said, it matches the jacket fairly well. Again, they put it's all matching, which is why I'm gonna do a quick little RIT dye job and see if I can't change the color of this one, because I would have loved to get the black pants, but the black pants didn't have the liners, and I wanted the 2 different liners that come out of it, which I didn't talk about. So this is just the shell. You then also have the windproof, waterproof layer. So this is the Gore-Tex layer that goes in, and the zippers are corresponding to around the bottom of the pant so it can't come up and wind and water can't get through it. And then you also have a insulated liner that goes in as well. So I've ridden down to like 40, 43 degrees, whatever it was, and been comfortable. 51, I can go out and ride in 51 degrees Fahrenheit and be absolutely comfortable and not have to cut a ride short, which is cool because in summer perforated gear, that just doesn't happen. So super stoked. I like how versatile it is. I like how you can take the pants off in a restroom somewhere and drop a liner out of them fairly easily. It's literally 2 zippers around the ankle and a zipper all the way around the waist. And they're either in or out. So super stoked. Now it's time for a little science experiment, and I'm gonna try to make these gray pants a little bit more mottled because I don't necessarily like the whole matchy aspect of the gray and black and the gray and black. So I'm gonna see if I can make them a little bit more mottled, add a little color to them. Muted color. I'm not going like for any Punky Brewster crazy stuff, but that's what I'll be doing a little bit. And maybe I'll do another video on how it came out. That way you can know if you could dye these all black or not. Rip dye synthetic should work. We'll see. I'll let you know.